What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, guys. Your boy Ryan LFC back again, guys. Another top shelf video. Every single time you see Ryan LFC and coaches decks represent in Jamaica, you know what that means. We're going to talk about Jamaican football, the Reggae Boyz, the Jamaica. We're hoping they can do great this year, and we'll qualify for the World Cup next year. But we have some big major thing to talk about. The federation has been built up from yesterday in the media. This is not a good look. This is not what we want to see on the JFF. But before we get into the video, welcome to the Ryan LFC show, Coaches Decks. I really appreciate you taking the time out and come give me a thought on this. How are you doing this morning, my brother?
First and foremost, hello to your viewers, Ryan LFC. Thank you for having me here on your show. It's indeed a privilege. I am doing pretty well. You know, we have to be doing what we have to do to ensure that we stay protected in this whole pandemic. All in all, I'm doing well.
Yeah, good. So the family and everybody okay?
Yes, man. Everybody is all right. Can't complain.
You're looking forward to see Jamaica and USA this month?
Yes, man, I'm actually excited about that game. You know what I mean? It's been a long time coming. Our last game that we had was actually in November. That 2-series friendly over there in Saudi Arabia. So for the Reggae Boyz and United States men national team to be linking up again in a match, it's a good look. It should be a quality game. Albeit it would have been the first time these two teams would have been playing at a neutral ground. So it is interesting what will come out of that game. And from my understanding is that no fans will be allowed in that stadium to watch that game. So it's exciting times ahead. I am overly excited about watching this game, talking about this game, you know, with persons.
We need to talk about, we need to discuss this. This can really affect Jamaican football going forward. We are a lot of things has been saying Jamaica going to, the player them will not turn up. I don't want that come in the situation right now. But what are your thoughts on this money thing with the JFF and the players?
It's interesting, Ryan, to know that firstly the JFF, they're actually trying to sort out something first before these players go into a game. A matter of fact, before they even go into the World Cup qualifiers and the Gold Cup. So definitely we'd have to give them thumbs up for that, because they would have put things in place. And this is as a result of the last communication that was out in the media of the quote-unquote disgraceful conversation between the JFF hierarchy and Damian Lowe, the captain then. So it is a good thing that the JFF, they are doing right now to get things sorted out. They would have gotten a good team with Chris Daring and former Cricket West Indies president Dave Cameron. They are actually sitting on that committee to ensure that the negotiations go smoothly. All in all, it's a tough time that we're in where finances are concerned. The Reggae Boyz aren't sponsored at the moment, and this mammoth sum that was outlined in the media is sort of bizarre. But I do believe that there are going to be some sort of middle ground. They are going to meet somewhere to ensure that this is sorted out or resolved amicably, so that football will be played. And from what I'm learning, Ryan, is that both parties have the same mission, and that mission is to qualify for the World Cup. So I don't think that either party would want to blow this opportunity of actually qualifying for next year World Cup. So I do believe that some sort of solution will come out of this, and the one that will be amicable, both players and the JFF would be satisfied.
Yeah, coaches Dex make some valid point, but the player them say they're going to get lawyer to represent for them. Do you think the player them know that money is there? That's why they're going so hard on the JFF.
I'm not certain if money is there, and I'm not certain if the players know that money is there. But I do believe why they actually get the legal representation in terms of an attorney is to cover their tracks going forward. Because if we understand from the leaked conversation is that the JFF, they were sort of cagey in terms of doing an email, sending an email. Apparently, they did not want to have any paper trail. So this is a very good step that the boys are actually taking to ensure that everything that they're doing going forward would be in writing. That's just simply. I don't think they are trying to get more money than they deserve, but I believe that they're setting the precedents going forward so that when our next team, our next generation of players come, this will be in writing, and the president that is coming after will ensure that whatever negotiation that they are doing, everything will be in writing, because black and white is always a point of reference.
Most definitely, and it's sad to see the federation going through this with these crop of players. It's been happening for the last 20, 30 years in Jamaican football with the federation.
Certainly.
And nothing has been changed. And one good and kudos to the young guys who go to college and know a lot about the football and know a lot business off the field. I feel like a lot of money is there. I feel like the player them hearing something. That's why I think they're sticking up. Because the last two friendly Jamaican player in Saudi Arabia, they get a lot of money and they didn't want to give the player what they deserve. And I think JFF is full time now. They need to be man and stop doing the foolishness, because it's no way a player going to play football and travel for so far, and then you have the president traveling first class and these stuff. These teams need to stop.
Yes.
Player first. That's the thing.
Definitely, and that's a good point. But in terms of sticking up, I don't believe that they're actually sticking up the federation. I think they are being proactive in going forward. That whatever, they don't want to be in a situation for the USA match coming up, and it's when they actually reach the venue for the game, they are told about salary that they will be getting $500 or whatever per diem they are going to receive. So I think it is forward thinking to solve those issues, rather than when you have a football game, you are focusing on salary, you're focusing on your per diem and stuff like that. So it's a good move, like I said before, to ensure that they don't bring all of these unnecessary baggages into football. Because if they are focusing on football, we expect them to go out on the field, play well, and win some games. So all in all, it's a good move.
What do you think about this? The players say they want 2,000. JFF said they can offer 2,000. I think this is chump change for the player. The player said they want 700 US.
Yes, 7,000 US.
7,000 US. They should at least give the boy even 4,000, said 4,005 or 5,000. 2,000 plus the player they want, say they want an extra 1,000 for win.
From my understanding, Ryan, that figure that was quoted in the media, we recently learned that those figures are actually inaccurate. That's the latest coming out of that situation. So there has been a twist in that situation. I am not certain where those figures came from. A popular media house actually first dropped that information, and others ran with it. including myself. But from understanding it is that those figures are alleged figures. They are alleged figures. But on the point of the $2,000, in an interview, Ricardo Fuller said that, I mean, when he was playing for Jamaica, and that's over 2 decades ago, he was actually getting $2,000. So it's kind of ludicrous now for players in this time to be accepting $2,000 for a game. I mean, it's kind of paltry. When you look at, like you said, these players go to college, they learn. Not only that, a lot of them are playing in Europe, in North America, in various clubs. So they are quite au fait with the whole operation of football. So they know the ins and outs of football. And that's why it was very difficult for them to manipulate a Damian Lowe, because that young man is smart and he's wise. So I'm quite concerned about the $2,000. If they are actually asking for $7,000, I know that in negotiation they might ask for that, and then with the ongoing talks, then some amicable resolution will come forth. So I mean, it is alleged that those figures are incorrect, but we do hope that they will get more than the $2,000.
Definitely, if Baby Gardner and Fuller and these players getting $2,000 3 decades ago, we should definitely step up that,
Yeah,
because
it's crazy.
and it I don't know what to say about the thing. I think too much fronting in the JFF, because when you look at it, we have a player like a Bobby Reed, a Shaman Nicholson, we have a player like a Leon Bailey. Bro, it do not take nothing to market these players. Nothing it do not take for markets these players. When you look at certain player in the Reggae Boyz team, Nike sponsor them. Why the Reggae Boyz cannot get Nike to sponsor them? Why Nike sponsor Trinidad? Why Nike sponsor 80? Why cannot sponsor the Reggae Boyz? We have one of the biggest icon, Bob Marley. We have one of the generation talent, Usain Bolt. Why we cannot attract sponsor?
I think probably the JFF doesn't have a marketing manager, and that probably is the issue. Because I went on the Jamaica Football Federation TV, and the last thing that was uploaded on that YouTube channel was 6 years ago. So I mean, when you look at their website, when you look at their Instagram, most of their social media, there isn't enough update. Nothing is done to keep persons interested, up to date, and all of that. I'm not certain if they would have been adopting to the new norms where marketing is concerned, using the whole social media stuff. I'm not sure, but it is rough now. We can't take that away. We're in a global pandemic, and a lot of companies or entities aren't going to probably align their brand to, possibly a bad reputation organization, because many persons might see the JFF as a bad reputation. They would have had a bad reputation in terms of even that old leaked conversation. So, I mean, it is distasteful. I do hope that they're trying. I will never say that they're not trying, but I mean, it has been too long. It was like, I think they would have ample time, almost 4 years or over 4 years. I think this administration would have gotten like about 2 full years in charge, and nothing close to a World Cup qualifier. I believe it's unacceptable, despite of what is happening. Unacceptable. That's my take on the matter.
If our Premier League, if the local Premier League can get sponsor in pandemic, I don't see why the Jamaican football cannot get a sponsor right now. The Jamaican Premier League we're talking about, and we're talking about the highest football. Our national team don't have a sponsor.
Yeah.
We don't have
It's
someone to
sad.
market. We don't have someone to market the player them properly, to sell product, to sell jersey. Where website I can go and buy a Jamaican jersey? I have to continue buying the boot. Like,
And I believe no proceeds are going to the federation.
and when you look at
So
it too, you say 6 year they haven't uploaded. They have a Leon Bailey. You want to tell me not even one time these guys can sit down with him and they play like a fun, just like Liverpool do on their YouTube website, just like every other nation do on them website. Nothing.
yeah, some
And I
skills
think
of the players.
too many old people in the JFF. Too many. Too many. We need more younger people. No, seriously, we need more younger people who know about technology and know about a lot of
Yes,
stuff what's
I
going
agree.
on. Social media, we have the big Reggae Boyz fan page and nothing update, no player link to there, nothing.
Yeah, it's crazy. Something should be done about that. I'm wondering if they would go ahead and hire me to take care of their social media platform.
You would take the job
Of course. Why not?
free,
Huh?
free.
Would you take the job free, Ryan?
Of course, I would take the job free. I would take it free.
At least a stipend.
No, I would take the job free. I would take the job free. But Jeff, if you seeing this video, I know a lot of you guys watching this video. I tell you, bro,
Yeah,
don't
man, they're watching.
underestimate. They're watching, bro.
Yeah, man, I
So,
believe that. I know that they're watching.
so
They're
when they need
following
to
the
fix
movements.
things, sell Leon Bailey jersey, sell cup, and all these stuff, people would buy it. It's easy to set up the account on Instagram, market the product.
I think they
Rob
have
the
an
fans.
account on Instagram. It's just like I said, probably no one is running
Bro,
these
by
accounts.
sitting here, bro, frustrated talking about because this can really impact us going forward. Last Gold Cup, we have the same problem. Big quarterfinal we are play and same problem outside of the hotel. Fight for money, cussing for money. I'm
Yeah, and
telling you.
I think that's what they're trying to work out so that you don't go in these tournaments with those same old festered issues. So
They
it's a
get
bit,
in the
we
money.
have to
They
give them
get in the
respect for
money. Listen, they have to come prove me right. I'm well on the player them side right now. I'm telling you. Player not flying all over the place.
that. Of course,
They
I'm
get
on the player
posted
side.
too. I'm on the player side right now. JFF need to fix things. Sad.
Definitely. Things like these should have been sorted out from they took office. I mean, it's just sad, man, that you can't put these things in place. If I guarantee you, Ryan, that if this thing wasn't leaked in the media, the process and the problem would have continued. Trust me.
Yeah, so
We'd
this
have
is
a
the
situation
right way.
where them go to World Cup qualifiers again, get the overseas players, and then no talks. Well, probably they would have made talks with those players, but other players probably would have been in limbo and a dilemma because nothing would have been on paper. It's just all word of mouth. And I mean, you can't be running an organization. And when you're talking about your accounts, your checks and balances, how come you don't have paper trail or you don't want paper trail? So how is the auditing done?
This is why they don't want to have paper because they want to steal the money. Every business where I know. I'm coming in a Liverpool documentary. I will come in a Liverpool documentary. What they when them win. Bro,
Yes,
the people them reach out to me. Document sign, email,
Mhm.
everything.
Of course.
So this reason why they don't want to do nothing on paper because they want to steal the money. just like Sam Allardyce. You see what happened to Sam Allardyce? As you slip your slide in the England FA, boot you out. This is what we need at Jamaica. But guess what? You know why we cannot get rid of the president and Captain World before? Because the same parish thing. FIFA come the other day and said they need to fix that.
Yes, I think that is a sore issue. That voting thing needs to be sorted out. More persons should be allowed to take part in deciding who becomes president.
They know why they don't want to change it. They know why they don't want to change it because they
Yeah,
want to
because
continue and staying forever.
yeah, man, that's one of the issues. The voting, because the diaspora persons, coaches, all of these persons who are involved, all stakeholders in football, should be integrally involved rather in sorting out the voting of who becomes president. It can't be just from a parish association or a few parish association.
Listen, Reggae Boyz fans, I just want to tell you guys thank you very much for watching me and Coach's Decks. In the future, we need to do more stuff.
Certainly,
So
Ryan. No doubt about that. I am always ready.
yeah, once
And
the
ready.
time right to do some stuff.
Definitely.
Yeah, you're going to do a watch along for the US game.
Yes,
That's
man.
the big one.
Yes, man. We're doing a watch along for the USA game. As long as everything is in place,
Yeah.
I will be doing a watch along. So, of course, we're excited about the game. We want to see some football being played internationally. So, yeah, man, we're ready for that match. Ready to talk
Definitely.
about the match, the prediction, all of that. Yeah, man.
Definitely. But guys, that's him name on YouTube, Coach's Decks. So make sure you go and subscribe. Tell him say Ryan LFC sending. So what your last saying to the fans?
All right. Continue to support Ryan LFC. Yeah, this Liverpool fanatic. Liverpool. If you cut this man, you see Liverpool running through his blood. So continue to support. Continue to follow the movement. Yes, he will continue to give you good Liverpool content. And of course, if I'm available and the time is right, like he said, we'll come over here and talk something on the Reggae Boyz. You know what I mean? Just stay safe, people. Protect yourselves. Continue to do the necessaries to ensure that you and your families, they are safe.
And when you invite me over here at studio, tell me in advance, work at night, you are day man. So let me know, bro. Let me come burn some firewood on the JFF. You don't want to do it, I will do it. Because I have them up in a big time, you know. They didn't give me a chance to play in the under 17 World Cup because I didn't have a uptown address. My parents wasn't bringing 10, 15 bag of Gatorade and water a week time when I come in for camp. So I have up you guys big time.
You have to forgive, man.
I have them up,
persons.
But
Different persons in administration now, so you can't forgive
the
them.
man, the senior manager there, Rai, I'm telling you, I'm a good friend, but no disrespect. You guys mess me up big time. But big up yourself, Rai Simpson. He's still there.
All right.
Thank you very much for watching. Until next time, from my boy Ryan LFC and Coach's Decks, I like to say peace out. Thanks for watching.